When we first get a chair and need to break it down, need to take it apart, it's actually very emotional. You remove something like 13 layers of upholstery in doing that, down to the tack. So you're removing the springs and the felt and the hair. And really what you're looking at is a craftsmanship and an artistry that's maybe 50 or even 70 years old. In terms of the wood, it could be 200 years old. So it's a connection to everyone that's done it before you. You feel definitely part of a continuum in that tradition.
It's like almost going back 200 or 300 years to the time when it was first built. There's a sense of satisfaction in bringing it back to strength and beauty again so that it can be used for several more decades.
My name is Elayne Nicholas.
I'm Bob Nicholas, and I run the business with my wife Elayne.
I love mysteries because everything is a mystery. You never know how things are going to turn out. There's what you think you're going to end up with, and oftentimes what somewhere along the process changes and something else evolves. So much of the process of both designing the fabric and making the chair is actually a process of discovery. It's almost as if the design has its own voice, and from that point on tells us what to do with it and how to shape it in terms of the piece of furniture.
I've been interested in furniture restoration for about 40 years, and as a coincidence, Elayne became interested in furniture upholstery, and it was like a revelation that we could actually go into business together with complementary skills. Strip off the covering and remove everything that constitutes the foundation for that material. In the same way that every nick, scratch and dent on the show wood is a reflection of what has happened to that chair over the years, what you find on the
I have found that I've always been drawn to things medieval, but within that broad range of things medieval, it would be more specific. It would be the folklore or the mythology within things medieval. I've focused on English folklore, probably because the archetypes are so appealing. It's one conduit to express my interest in human nature and in human history.
When you read a Dickens book, you're going back to the 19th century and the way people used to live back in those times. And there's something fascinating about that.
The first moment that I ever entered an upholstery workshop, you could smell the cotton felt that's used in the padding of the chair. There was the hessian, the smell of the hessian. The multitude of tools, there were the bolts of cotton cloth. Here were things that I could put together that I would enjoy spending the day with, and at the end of it you could shape something really beautiful.
We are a disposable society. We buy things, when they break we throw them away. They go into the landfill and clutter up the planet. If you take something that was destined for the landfill and you restore it so that it can last for, maybe 50, 100 years, you've saved it from the landfill, and it's really a form of sustainability.